Hello, this is Annalisa from Creative Curious Learning. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing with you what our homeschool space looks like. So our homeschool space is actually in our dining room and living room and off to the one side as well. I have a very small craft room area separated by a baby gate. You will see that a little bit, but yeah, we have everything in one area, and this really works for me. Right behind me is our art activity center, and this was filmed a while ago, but I want to have this memory of what it looked like before. So it's pretty much the same setup, but a few things have been changed since filming this video. And if you see any videos going up later on, you may notice a few changes here and there, and it will just give you more ideas to keep going and to organize your space. And I just want to throw it out there as well that your space will not look like our space. This space really works for us. You don't need all of the fancy stuff. You can literally homeschool at the dining room table. You can homeschool however you want. You can homeschool on your couch and you don't need anything extra. But this works for us. I love to be super organized and have a place for everything. And I will show you what we did before we got the activity center as well, just to give you an idea. I first started, I will talk about this more in my video when I'm giving you the tour, but I first started off with a shoe rack and bins, and that worked great for us. I didn't want to go ahead and invest in the IKEA furniture until I knew that we would be using this art and activity center on a daily basis, that my kids would love it, that we felt comfortable storing the things and we were going to use them. So I will show you that storage solution as well that I used previously before I got this. I will insert a clip when that moment comes up in the video. There is just so many different ways to organize your space, and it doesn't have to be IKEA furniture. This is just what works for us. And one of the main reasons why I decided to go with the IKEA furniture after all was because our baby was getting into the bins in the shoe rack, and there was like coloring books in there and she was just taking it all out. So we needed a storage solution to keep her out. So the Trofast system from IKEA, you can put stuff in here. Is with the lids. You have to buy the lids separately, but this has been a game changer for us with a toddler. She can still open them, but she doesn't really do it because she sees the lid and she's like, oh, I don't need to get into that. So you will see that in there, and I will definitely, hopefully, do a video on what is in our activity center and art center in a later video. I do not go into depth with you on that. But anyways, this is just a way of me sharing how homeschool works for us, and maybe give you some ideas as well. And hey, I'm gonna have a memory of our setup, and I love to take photos of things as I change it up because it's really cool to see the progress and the changes that are made to a space. It's definitely really cool. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll show you around our classroom, homeschool area, dining room, living room area, and how it functions for us. And it might seem busy to you. There is a lot going on, but we make this space work, and I really like how it turned out, and I love it. And I do mention a few things that I would like to change in the video. So that is that, and this is how we do homeschool and how we do life in these spaces in our home. So I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to get this tour started. I'm going to go ahead and share with you our homeschool space, and our homeschool space is in our main living area. So you are currently seeing the dining room area, and then I will show you the living room area. So at our dining room table, we do school here sometimes, but I will show you where we do school on a regular basis in a second. We mostly do activities and eating at the dining room table, obviously, and this is our activity / art storage. And then just over here, we have some extra storage, some pens, and right now it's kind of just holding extra stuff that I need to put away. And then our family calendar and a book that we are using for some of our curriculum. And then our printer is just off to the side. And then if we walk over here, we have an extra bookshelf for storage. And then we have our homeschool cart, which we use regularly. And I'm going to do a separate video on this as well. This is our morning basket / curriculum that we reach for a lot, and then some office supplies, and then our all about reading flashcards, and my oldest son's Bible, and then my son's binder down below. And then just over here we have a bench, and we store our sheets and bedding in there actually. And then we have our calendar, and then some decor, and then of course our daughter's high chair from IKEA. Love that. And over here we have these banners. These were from Dollar Tree at Canada Day, and we never took them down after our Canada Day celebrations. I just love what they do to the space. And then there is the Canada map. This is from Dollar Tree as well, and I just love the colors that it brings. And then we have this metal shelves right here, and it's actually on a old coat rack so that I can get in underneath it and clean it and wheel it around if I need to. And I don't love this piece here, but it's working right now. I have a few ideas how to switch this up and maybe not have this here. I would like to bring our easel back in. It's outside right now. We have a chalkboard and easel, and I would love to put it back in this space. But for now, this is working for us. So up top here, we have some finger puppets. My daughter loves playing with these, and so do my boys. And then we have these little people stackers. And these are some cardboard projects that my son made. And we have our animal counters and some foam stickers. And then this was a cardboard house that my son made with hot glue, and he's made the furniture inside. So I originally put this here to just store like all of these bigger things, and especially his paper crafts. And then as you can see down below is cardboard. We just keep cardboard for him, for my oldest, my 6-year-old, to create with. And so that is his stash of cardboard. And then in this bin, this is just like all different materials that are recyclable that he can kind of tinker with. He loves to invent things and create, and he loves crafts. And my 4-year-old can also go in there if he wants to. He's just getting into more creative projects, so it's really fun to see. And I'm sorry the lighting is not very good. I'm filming this at night, and so if the lighting is not good, I apologize. I hope that it is good for you. So, and then down here we have our stash of pipe cleaners. I got a big pack from Dollarama, our Canadian dollar store, and so they're in there. And then they just have a letter ABC book that is wiped clean. That is where that is. And then in here we have the letter popsicles. And then this one just has some like extra pieces that they can use for their counting and sorting. And then this is this is the Crayola like wow books where you have the special pens and it like colors it for you. So yeah, that is that. It's not the prettiest storage, but it works for now. And then we'll come over here and get a better angle. So this is a bookshelf that my husband actually made. and it is a wood palette, and he got it from his work for free, and he sanded it down, and then these white pieces were from another shelf that I had taken apart that was falling apart, and I had kept them, and so we just screwed them on, and I love how this turned out. It fit exactly in the space on this wall. And then I made these picture frames up here. And then, okay, so yeah, we store books on here, and it is just such a cool display piece. And I love it. And then up top here, I just have some like extra things, the bookshelf, and then I put these different pieces. And then this is my son's globe that he's creating. This was from Dollarama Canada a while back, and I saved it so that we could do it in grade 1. And then yeah, our books. And then if we come over here, this is probably one of my favorite things in our dining room. We did have a shoe rack that I put together just before this school year, and it worked so well. I wanted to create a art center and an activity center, but I wanted to see if that would work for our family, if it was something that we wanted to invest into. And I will go ahead and insert a picture of that, because honestly, you don't need the fancy IKEA furniture. You can use what you have, or get something simple like a shoe rack, or these metal cubes, and do what's going to work for your family. The reason why I upgraded to this IKEA system was because the shoe rack was starting to break from the weight of the activity bins on the bottom, and also my 18-month-old was getting into everything and pulling out the papers, and so we needed it to baby proof. So what we ended up doing is grabbing these 3 units from IKEA. These are the Trofast, and we got these bins, and then I'm able to put the lids on, and this has stencils and different things in there. These are Boogie Boards, and so I will go ahead and do a video completely on this because it will be a long process. But basically the bins down below are like manipulatives and different activities the kids can do. We've got bingo daughters and different things. Then we've got like extra cardboard, small pieces, extra paper, scrap papers. I am a crafter as well, so I give the kids the extra cardstock, some of it, and then I store some of it in my craft area to use in future projects as well. And then we have our Play-Doh over here and lots of different art supplies, and I'll go ahead and share this later. And then up top we just have our puzzles, our wooden puzzles, our globe, and then these monkey trees from Toys R Us Canada, which I love. And we got the barrel of monkeys, and I'm so excited to use these as like counting monkeys for math with my kindergartner. Next year we'll have 2 kids in homeschool, and we're already kind of doing that a little bit. And then I have my Apple sticky notes, and then back here we have these little garbage cans from Dollar Tree, and my sons love to play with these and put the counting bears in them and use their garbage trucks and stuff for those. And then we just have some little cups for building, and then the barrel of monkeys back there. And then here we have a bunch of Starbucks cups that we've collected over the years to create with, and our sidekick minion. And I love this part here. This was from Dollar Tree a couple years ago, and I just love this on our window. You're on the right track. I love this part. So yes. So if we pan over here, we are now in our living room space and our couch, and then I will just do a pan. So this is our area where we do school mostly, at this table here, and I will share a little bit more about that. And then behind is my son's craft desk. So both of them can go craft there, do perler beads. They love perler beads. And then the other desk is mine. I am a crafter, card maker, scrapbooker, and so that is that. And I have another YouTube channel for that. If you want to see the full tour of that, you can definitely check out that. But I will share with you this table. So this is a folding table. It actually has some toys underneath. And then both of these sides fold down, and then we have the IKEA chairs, which are now discontinued. Makes me so sad, but they just fit perfectly underneath here. And then we have the Michael's turntable storage, and this is messy and it needs to be decluttered and reorganized, but it works and everything gets back to where it needs to go, and I love that. And then this is my 4-year-old's area. He wanted to feel special, and I do the pre-reading, all about reading curriculum with him, and just some fun pieces with him. So what we have here is we have these pocket charts, and this is their reading. So if they read 5 books, they get a little reward, and then his stickers for that. And he will have more on this chart come kindergarten. And then in here we just have some of his dry erase books that he uses, and our morning menus, and some dollar store workbooks. And then they each have one of these twistable crayons to use, and then both of them have one of these clear letter holders, folder holders, I'm not sure. Anyways, and then so yeah, he has the all about reading, pre-reading books, and then some fun things. And then this is his notebook where he's been doing all of the letters. And then this is his little prize bin. And then my grade 1, this is his chart. This is a perler bead that he made. Yes, he makes crazy ones, and I was just cleaning up in the craft room. Don't mind the mess in the background. I've been organizing and decluttering back there. So I had nowhere to put this, and I thought it would be so cute here. And so this is his chart. Today's date is, and he gets to write the date every morning. And then he struggles with B's and D's, so this is a help for him. And then down here we have the extra pieces for the back of this. Turn this around. He has this chart, which I did in my Prep With Me video here on my channel. This is yesterday was, today is, and tomorrow will be. So by the time you see this, it will not be September 21st, but that is the day that I am filming this. We will see when I get it up, but, and then this is his little letter holder here. And these are just like the most used things. They used to be on the Homeschool Cart, but then my 18-month-old was getting into them, and I didn't want these books to get ripped. So this is his current reader for All About Reading Level 2. And then these are his notebooks. We have a spelling notebook, a science notebook, and a Bible notebook. Oop, that's going back in. And then this is like an extra notebook. And then so this is, that is his crayons there. And then he has his math books and spelling, and then extra paper. And then we have this fun Celsius just as a visual for our homeschool room. And then he also has his morning menu in here, and I don't know if these are going to stay here, but then we have a dry erase board, which we write on a lot to do copying. And we have the Colors of the World crayons. And then these are his current Bob books. He's been really loving these, so I just threw them in here to keep them out of the way, but somewhere we can access them really easy. And then before I show you my 18-month-old's little activity area, I'm just going to go ahead and show you this. So this is where I store our September and Co cards, the Character Matters cards, and I love these. And then we also have the manners cards, and they are so perfect. So I store those right in here. I have all 3 sets and they are all in there, and I'm going to go ahead and share that in a future video. But I just love having them right here. We do morning basket or afternoon basket whenever we do it, like right here on the couch. So having those close by is just super cozy. So if we pan over here, you have the decor, and then we have a little bookshelf, and then our little play vacuum, and then this is my daughter's little table. She loves to feel included, and she has this little setup, and the boys do use some of these things as well. The boys use this to do their math and stuff, but she just loves it so much. I keep it on her desk. And this was from IKEA, but we got it for free. And so yeah, love that. Here's our board game collection as well. Some of them are for the kids, so love that that's right there. And then we also have this cart that I took out of my craft room when we switched it all into the living room. And this is just extra things for her, a few extra things for the boys. So we have some dinosaurs, little people dinosaurs that she loves to play with. And then in here, this is a Dollar Tree organizer, and I just attached it up here, and it has all of like the electronic learning toys, and it just clips up there, and it's really nice. It's all there. And then down here, she has her own little notebook that she gets to scribble in. And then of course our water mat and some books, and then that was a little puppy playset that I shared on on another video. And then we have some little blocks down here and our fidget poppers, and then just some odds and ends toys down here that she can play with. And then yeah, some other learning toys here set up for her. And then one last thing that we have in our homeschool room that has been like a lifesaver is this learning tower. We got this off of Facebook, and I'm so happy we did. She really wants to be involved in the process of school and just wants to be involved in just everyday life with us. And it's so, I don't want her to have to go in the high chair all the time, and she was climbing into the chairs and it just was not safe. So we picked up this learning tower, and I love it. She can climb in the back, and then it also is a chalkboard, which is so fun. And she loves this. She loves being a part of everything. And this one, it also, we can also put it down, and then you can sit here and it becomes like a little table, and she could like write on the chalkboard, like sitting down. I haven't tried that yet, but that is a possibility, and I think that is so fun. So it definitely stays up, but I'm so glad that we added this to our homeschool area. Alrighty, so that's going to finish up the tour. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.